All right, all right.
You ready?
We're feeling good. Yes, we're blessed. All right.
Okay. I'm going to just cut you on. It's got 30 seconds. You can talk with it and sing out of it. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's on you.
I'm feeling real good. How about you, Las Vegas? We're having a lot of fun. We're live in the studio. Thanks to DJ Remix, the engineer. All right, we're looking good. The morning crew is in the house, and we're having so much fun. It's an exciting Friday afternoon, and I don't know about you, but I've got so much I want to get done and very little time to do it. So I've only got a 30-minute talk show, but I want to share with you more great information. I'm live via Facebook, and those of you, you're tuning in to the Greg DeVille Let's Talk Real Estate Show, and I'm your host, Greg DeVille. That's right, DeVille Realty, baby. We in the building. That's right. We're having a lot of fun. What a great time we shared on last evening. Skate Rock City. All right. Skate with 88 on Thursdays. Old school skate night. That's right. You got to get in. Listen, if you're looking to sponsor, I was understanding I could sponsor something. So if you've got a business you want to sponsor, you want to contact 647-3688 Power 88. Talk to them about a sponsorship for the Skate with 88 Thursday. Old school. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, everything is sponsorable.
Yes. Yes. There you go. So we're putting it out there. I was talking to General Manager, Mr. Craig Knight, and he mentioned, look at that. Look, somebody go, listen, Mr. Craig Knight, happy birthday, brother. You're a great man to know, and we appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy birthday to you and to the lovely Miss Knight, Mrs. Knight. We appreciate all of you. And to Mr. Bubba, praise God for him. He's a great, exceptional guy. And he remembers everybody. He remembers everybody. He doesn't forget a name. My goodness, he's a sharp guy. Listen, so as we are closing out the year, now you all know, praise God, I've been here 6 years on Power 88. We're 3 days a week. We're doing what we do regularly here. We made 6 years last month. So we're pressing on a new year. It's so exciting. So many have heard us via the radio and have contacted us. And we've helped so many get into homes. I haven't gotten a count for the year, but it's been phenomenal. So we want to give shout out this morning to Kelly Jr. Kelly got his keys a week ago to his property. He was living in the property. He was able to purchase the home that he lived in, the seller selling. Also, we want to give big shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Lee in Henderson, that beautiful home with the pool. Shout out also to the Webb family. They also, so I was fortunate to close 2 transactions in the same day. I mean, recorded and done. One was a buyer, one was a seller. Same day recorded. I mean, we're getting things done. We want to talk about December 29th. And the reason so, because December 29th is the day, okay? It's the last day that we're going to be doing our credit symposium. Now, what is that? That means you get to come into our office, meet with 4 of our, we have about 9 or 10 lenders, okay? So we have 4 that are coming into the office doing free credit report review. They're going to sit with you directly, go over where you are. And now we just had that 2 weeks ago, and it was such a great event turnout. I said, listen, I told the beautiful, lovely Marquetta DeVille, I said, babe, listen, we got to do this again, because there were some who just didn't get to make it. So if you were thinking about it, you just couldn't make it. Here we're going to do it once again, December 29th. It's going to be 3:30 until 7 p.m. at our Ann Road location, which is 3275 West Ann Road off Simmons and Ann. It's on Ann near Simmons. We want you to come out, meet directly. Listen, I'm tired of you guessing what you think your numbers are. We had 3 people get approved on the spot. Isn't that great? 3 families were approved on the spot. Didn't know they could purchase home. Been renting and didn't know you could purchase home. Wouldn't that be something if you're the next few families who find out you're next to purchase home? Now remember, once you get pre-approved, we're ready to go home shopping. Shout out to Mr. Troy Watson. Got approved. Listen, we've been out, man. We've been making offers. We're going to land one. I assure you, Mr. Watson, we're going to get you a property. This is what we do at DeVille. We don't quit. We win, and that's what we're about. DeVille Realty Group, get a pen, tell a friend. Greg DeVille is at it again. He's giving money away. I got $20,000 per household. We use it or lose it. It's a grant program that gives to the first-time buyer. Now, many of you are first-time buyers, even though you've owned in the past. But if you have not owned in the last 3 years, you are a first-time buyer. So forgive yourself, however you lost a home, divorce, death, what happened. It's okay. Here's what we're doing. We're giving you a new chance. Well, we're not, but the FHA requirements give us the opportunity to let you start over. Now, after 3 years, you do not have ownership of real estate. We can give you up to $20,000. Now, again, you have to qualify. Nothing's free, right? You've got to qualify with the requirements of the FHA guidelines. So December 29th, at my Ann Road office, we're going to be offering a great opportunity for you to learn. We're doing a jump start to 2022. We're so excited about 2022. We want to we started already. I don't know about you. The date just hasn't arrived, but we've already arrived. In our minds, we're there. We're moving. We already got deals in for January closing. This is how we do it at DeVille. We're staying on top of the game. Now, we're having a lot of fun, but families are being blessed left and right. And this is what we want to continue on. We love what we do. My wife and I own the company. We've grown, praise God, to be the largest Black-owned real estate company in Nevada. How is that? How is it a company 5 years old, the largest Black-owned? Number one, we've got Christ in our life. We love the Lord. Number two, we're helping the community. It's not about money. It's about really getting families in to what is important, and that's wealth building, creating wealth through equity. Now, there's a lot of ways you can build wealth. One of the great ways is real estate. Why do I say that? Not just because I'm a realtor, because you have to live somewhere. I don't care how much money you make, you got to sleep at night. So wherever you're sleeping, if you don't own it, you're in a lease. If you don't own it, you're in a rental. If you don't own it, someone's getting the equity and it's not you. So this year, draw a line in the sand and say, you know what, I'm done. Take me out the oven. I'm done with renting. I'm done with giving away monies to a landlord to only say he's preparing to sell the home. Now, here's what I'm finding. Many landlords are selling the properties. Now, if you've been living in a home, and I'm going to give you an example of what you've done. You've been renting a home, let's say $1,500. I'm giving you an example because I was the one as well. But it's been 5 years now. So with that being said, 3 years, $1,500 a month, it's $54,000 you've given to a landlord. Now, many of you have been paying his mortgage. And so now the equity has grown. So guess what? We own our house. We owe $270. 5 years ago this month, made 5 years we've owned our home. So the great part is the equity grows. So now that you have, you only owe $270, but it's worth $507,000. You got $230-something thousand in equity. Now, what do you do with that equity? Because guess what? You're wealth building. Now, again, there's many ways to build wealth. There are other ways than real estate, but my lane, and I'm staying in my lane, is to help you. Your pillow needs to be where you own. Where you lie your head needs to be ownership, not by someone else. Because as you always hear me say, or if it's your first time tuning in, I'm Greg DeVille, the broker at DeVille Realty Group. I always say this: you're paying a mortgage when you pay rent. You're just paying someone else's mortgage. So if I could get you into homeownership in 2022, it's too late to happen now. Unless you're a cash buyer, guess what? We can help. But now I want to talk to those of you who, you've been on your job. You merely need 2 years on the job. That's it. 2 years on the job. W-2s completed for the last 2 years. Shout out Leah Crawford out there, our tax consultant. Guess what? The lady's sharp. She's sharp. She gets it done. She can help you file some pass. She can help you get, amended, some tax amended, whatever you need. Look out, Leah Crawford. She's here on Mondays at KCP Radio. And we want to sincerely say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to everyone. We're so excited for you. So again, Mrs. Lee closed this week. Kelly Jr., shout out to Kelly. He said, man, I'm going to be listening for a shout out. Shout out to Kelly Jr. for his home ownership. He has been waiting. In fact, Kelly called us a couple years ago. He wasn't quite ready, but guess what? Boom, he followed the program. He followed what he needed to do. Did it take a minute? So what? So did it take a minute for us? 2015, we weren't ready. But guess what? Somebody gave us a game plan. My good friend, Alicia Taylor, Mortgage Solutions over there, gave us a game plan. She said, DeVille, if you follow what I'm going to give you to do, because you're not ready right now. Because remember, it's never no. It's just not right now. Right? So with that being said, it wasn't no. I'm not giving you no, DeVille. there's a few things you need to do. Get those taxes straightened out. Get on a payment plan with whatever it is you may owe. Straighten that out. Get a couple credit cards. Shout out to my good friend, Big Tex Robinson. You know, Tex is here on Mondays after my show on 10 o'clock. He comes on at 10:30. Who's got your blind side, right? So Tex set us up and got us the couple credit cards. So the right people were in place for us to get us where we needed to be. So I'm not ashamed to tell you, your boy, your nephew, your cousin wasn't ready, but they gave us a game plan. So this is what we want to do to others. We want to give back to what someone has advanced us with the information about. And that's you, the listener, 702-515-4100. Or you can text us direct, 702-787-7559. I have so much fun. I hope you feel the energy because I am so excited for the new year for many, many, many of you. I hope you catch on fire and you run with this information because 2022 is about wealth building through real estate. So our slogan at DeVille is creating wealth through equity. That's what we do. That's what we want to remain doing in 2022. So get a pen, tell a friend, Greg DeVille, he's back again. He's giving that money away and dropping that knowledge and doing what he does, helping in the community. So if you got a friend that you know this information can help, forward the video, forward the Facebook post, because I'm doing it live on radio right now. So again, big shout out, Kelly Jr., man, we appreciate you. We're so excited for many of you. We're giving keys today. There's another family, because there were 4 that I was closing this month. I have so many deals in the pipeline, but this family is getting their keys. Shout out, Mr. Barton. We're getting done with that property. We're actually we put that home up for sale. We're due to close that Monday or Tuesday. So shout out to the Barton family. We got that property done, just about there. Everything is in, but it's Friday, so not a lot you can do on a Friday, right? But shout out to Debbie Conway in the county recorder's office because they're on top of getting recorded deals done before end of day. So again, many of you, 2022 is going to be your year. So December 29th, you got to come out. You've got to come out. Get a free credit review. Meet directly with a lender. I'm not talking about somebody that just do credit. I'm talking about meeting directly with a lender, as many did last week or so ago. Got approved on the spot. They're so excited. We've been going out looking at properties. Guess what? It's time. Mr. Watson, shout out to you, Troy. Appreciate you, man. Listen, we were meeting, we had with Devin Moore and the Echelon. We've had the comedy show for these past year. And it's been so much fun. You meet so many people. Listen, if you're in business, you got to get out and network. It's very, very important that you get out and network your business because nobody knows what you do, at least not as many as you could know if you don't get out and network. So very, very important. If you're an agent, you're not doing business, you need to join DeVille, fastest growing real estate company in Nevada, largest real estate, black-owned real estate company in Nevada. So again, we want to continue. Now, the credit symposium, I want to press that because the missus told me, don't forget to press the credit symposium, December 29th. Meet directly with a lender. Register, 702-515-4100. Register, get your name on the list. It's between 3 and 7. Now, you're going to meet with a lender. It takes about 15 minutes. So you're going to get a time slot with the lender directly. Sit in a private setting. Go over your credit to find out if you're ready now. If not now, when. They'll give you a projection of possibly when. But it'll be on your shoulders to meet the deadline. Much like Miss Taylor told us, within 90 days, DeVille, you do what I'm giving you to do, you could be in position. So what did that do? It caused us to follow the strategy that she laid out. With that, we own a home with over $200,000 in equity. So you're next. So now 2022, we want to get into this 6-bedroom we purchased. We don't need all of that now. So we look like putting into a Airbnb type situation. That's a big thing right now. And just get us another home. We can downsize, use the equity in the home to downsize. So this is what's available when you have equity. Now remember, when you're paying rent, you're paying someone else's mortgage. So you're paying equity, but you're paying it for someone else. And so we want to get out of that in 2022. Many of you, your leases are about to expire. Landlords are increasing rent. Now they can't increase the rent while you're in the lease. But if you're month to month, They can next month say, I'm going up. I had a lady call me, DeVille, I need to move. She said, my landlord just contacted me that at the end, the lease was going to expire. And this was back in June. The lease would be expiring, and he was going up $400. There's no cap rate here. Okay, so do what they want. Now, there's some going up $500, $300. Listen, if you could pay rent, you can pay a mortgage. I'm just saying. If you could pay rent, you could pay. It may cost you a little bit more, but guess what? I just sold a home to the Webb family. They went in with $20,000 equity. So you're purchasing a home and you go in with equity. Isn't that great? I had another gentleman purchase a home. You get $35,000 in equity. Listen, this is the time. Interest rates are low. This is a great time to start off. I love the end of year because I get so excited for you all because many of you missed the boat, but you get another chance. Praise God. Many didn't make it this far, but the fact you're here, you get another chance. And so take advantage of the opportunity that's available to you. Very, very important. Shout out to you, Brian. Thank you for watching. Vincent, I see you out there. Donata. Listen, there's so many of you. I want to appreciate you for sharing and referring DeVille Realty Group. Thank you for telling a friend. Thank you for telling your cousin them, Keisha and them, Larry and them. That's right. Listen, we're helping everybody. You know, this is our lane. This is what we were designed to do. Now, I'm a handyman of 35, 40 years, but I also sell property. So not only do I buy ugly homes, but I also help families get into home ownership. But I want you to be realistic with the price you can afford. If the lender only says you're $350, there's so much available at $350. If you're only at $450, there's so much only available at that price range. If you're at $250, we can't create someone to change the price on their home because you're looking for homes. We have to go with what's available. Now, some people want to make a list, you know. Good morning, Nicole. Some want to make a list of what they want in their home. Now, unless you've got 600,000, you may be able to meet a list. But right now, we have to give you what's available. Somebody wants a fireplace, but in your price range under 400,000. Not many homes are having fireplaces. So you got to take what's available. Now, I'll say this to you. You don't have to take anything, but I'm going to tell you, whatever you take, make it work. You made that rental property work because that wasn't even the one you chose on your list. That was the one you got approved for. The one you really wanted, someone else beat you to it. So that's what happens. So now you get approved to purchase a property. Guess what I want you to do? Get you something. Get somewhere. Mama would say, get somewhere and sit down. Get you a property that you can have as your own. Guess what? That you can start creating wealth, start creating equity. Now, like us, here we are 5 years later. Guess what we have? We have a substantial amount of equity. We can move around. We can do some things. Now, do you have to wait 5 years? Possibly not. Sometimes 2 years down the road, depending on the upgrades you've placed in the property. So any improvements you do help make your property value increase. Now, enough for you buyers. So I've given you December 29th, 3:30. You're not there 3:30 till 7. You have a window. So if you call today, 702-515-4100, register for the list, you may get the slot between 3:45 and 4 o'clock. So you get that window. You get 15 minutes to meet with the lender direct to go over your credit report to see where you are. Like I stated, some got approved last week on the spot. You may be a pre-approved and don't even know it. But if you want to know if it's not now, then when, and it may be now, contact 702-515-4100. Or you can text the word credit. Text the word fix my credit, 702-787-7559. So this is what we do every year at this time. We're talking about getting on track. You're getting ready to have Christmas. Don't waste a ton of money because you really don't need a lot. Kids are bigger now. Listen, I would say this, and this is what I've had to say to my own children. Would you rather have a home or a bunch for Christmas? No, Dad, we'd rather have a home. So now we have our own home. So if you're going to make an investment, make it into a home. Don't just make it into stuff that doesn't last to the end of January, but you got a credit card debt. No, this year, let's save debt and let's start creating wealth. How are we going to do it? Through real estate. So every year at this time, we're talking credit heavily because that's what you need to face right now. Now, some of that stuff on your credit report can be disputed, but some of that, you're just going to need to pay it because it was a real debt. Don't rebuke the caller for calling to want his money because somebody owes you. You want your money as well. So some of that, you're going to pay the debt, right? We're going to be truthful about this. You're going to pay what you owe. Okay, render unto Caesar, right? We're going to do that. Why? Because that little debt, it might be $100, is holding 30 credit points off of your credit report. Something so minor that you literally forgot to pay. So this is what this December 29th is going to do. It's going to give you the chance to see exactly where you are. We've had a few people come in. They needed to pay a couple items. Guess what? Paid them off, pre-approved. So come learn of where you are. And if it's not now that you're pre-approved like some were, then you'll have an idea about when. My lender told me 90 days, DeVille, and that was 2015. By the end of December 2016, we were getting keys. In fact, December 29th, we got our keys, 2016, to our 6-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,000 square foot home. And guess what? But we put in the work. So I'm giving you information. December 29th, come out. Every second Saturday of each month. What a great class we had on last week or so with the homebuyer education. Very, very great class. We've been doing it now for the last 5 years. And now we offer it again, remember, in 2022, every second Saturday. So as time is expiring, let me speak to veterans or those of you who are military active. We appreciate your service. Maybe you're retired. You can purchase a home with no money down. Now I want to speak to you, those of you that are selling. You behind in your mortgage, you need to sell your property. We have people that we've helped save $150,000 of their equity. They were in fault with their mortgage. Does it happen? Yes, absolutely. But what are you going to do? Contact DeVille. Let's sell your home, save your equity. Don't let the bank take your home and you have equity in the home. Because if you're 1 month late in 12 months, you cannot cash out refi. If you do not have a 660 credit score, you cannot cash out refi. You may have 100,000. You can't touch it. Why? Because you're late 1 month in 12 months. So if you've had that forbearance, you're waiting on a modification and it's not happening, DeVille Realty can help. Sell your home, save your equity. This is what we do. We're here to help you. A lady this week, shout out to the family, got $152,000 dollar check from the equity. Had to sell the home. Unfortunately, something happened. Got behind. It was called COVID. Got behind in their mortgage. Couldn't get the adjustment with the bank. Heard us on radio right here. Shout out to Power 88. Heard us on radio. Said, Mr. DeVille, I've been hearing you for a couple of years. She said, you made a statement that really stuck out with me. She said, you said, sell my home and save my equity. And so we were able to get her $152,000 in equity. Sell the home, paid off the debt. Walked away with 150. Now, you may not have 150. You may have 200. You may have 60,000. Whatever it is, it's yours. So our job is to help you get what's yours. So if we need to sell the home, don't be embarrassed, because there's nothing like the bank foreclosing and put the sign in the window, this is a foreclosed property. At least if you're selling, nobody needs to know. Get your equity before the bank takes the property. I'm not trying to scare you into anything. I'm trying to make you understand. If you sell it now, the chances are you can keep the equity that's in the property. All right. She said, thank you for inviting me to meet Magic Mike. Listen, Mike is a credit repair guy that we use. We have several repair people that we work with. Vanessa Edie, we've got so many that help with our credit in our credit department. I'm a recipient of credit issues, so I understand how that works. Okay, so every year we talk about getting it right with your credit. And now, I'm trying to get you before you go wasting money on Christmas. Christmas is, listen, it comes but once a year. But we spend so much money on it that we don't realize we don't have the equity in real estate. So this year, the greatest gift you can give is getting yourself homeownership. Can we do that? 702-787-7559. 702-787-7559. Thank you, Reagan. She said, appreciate what you're doing in our community. And that's right. We're here to empower the community. Share this with someone. Give my number. Somebody called and said, DeVille, can I give your number away? Let me tell you right now, do me a favor. Actually, you're doing them a favor as well, because you're empowering them to create generational wealth. I'm a wealth builder. I'm about building wealth. It's not about me. It's about you, because I got my turn to get in. Now I'm here to get you in, but you got to follow the plan. 702-515-4100. Credit Symposium, December 29th. Come find out where you are. Register. Get on the list. Text the word credit, 702 787-7559. Shout out to the beautiful, lovely Marquetta DeVille. We appreciate her. Again, happy birthday to our general manager. I say our general manager, Mr. Craig Knight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a wonderful weekend with your birthday, sir, and be blessed. Look, I've got to get out of here. Remix said, DeVille, your time is down, brother. You got to get up out of here. I don't care where you're going. You got to get up out of here. So listen, you hear the keys. We're ready to go. 702-515-4100, 702-515-4100. Text the word credit, 702-787-7559. Let me sell your home, save your equity. Listen, have a great weekend. Be safe, be careful, and watch out for the fella next door. And until I talk to you this Monday at 10 a.m. on Power 88, may God's best be yours. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you soon. Have a good weekend. Be careful out there. All right.